Hi guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm here again with my decoupage pieces that we've been doing. We've been doing them on the index cards and I wanted to come along and have a bit of a play with some envelopes. So what I've done is, in readiness for the video, I've just decoupaged on. Oh no, look what I've done. I thought that was an envelope and it's actually just a card. Oh, what a wally. Right, put that one to one side so I have one less envelope than I thought. Oh well, never mind. Right, so now I've been thrown with that accident or mishap. Oh, before the video even started. Right, okay, so I'm just going to go round and tear my napkin off, you know, just roughly around the edges to begin with. Obviously it's been, you know, it's been decoupaged on there in just the normal method that I do, you know, using the kind of transparency or the acetate. And yeah, now I'm just kind of tearing it down. So I've left it obviously to dry. It's not 100% dry because I only did it this morning, but yeah, it's drier than it was. Dry enough, let's just say. So, okay. Now, this one here, as you can see, I haven't glued it the whole way down, or the whole way, yeah, the whole way up, or the whole way down. So I'm just going to tear across where it's kind of decoupaged to, if you see what I mean. Now, I'm not saying that that's a method. That's not a method. But what I mean is, I just hadn't applied enough glue. But to be fair, I didn't want to have that straight edge going, you know, going across anyway. So for me, that's fine, you know, because I prefer how that looks with those rough edges. So just tear around here. Oops. Oh, it's gone over a little bit. Okie dokie. And, you know, of course you could cut this down. Yeah, I mean, you might prefer to cut it down. I don't mind the torn or the cut down edges. So I'll just tidy that one up. And the last one is this one. So again, just kind of go around there. Now this one I've decoupaged a little bit on the back as well. Right. Okay, so let's have a look and see what we've got. So let's take this one first. I might just have to go around one or two places where it didn't kind of tear too brilliantly. And just kind of tidy it up a bit, because although I don't mind the scrappy edges, I don't want them too, you know, too hanging out, I suppose, do I? Okay, so I mean, already it's got a lovely feel of you know, something a bit more than an envelope, if you know what I mean. It feels nice and it doesn't feel squishy, but it's, yeah, it's definitely got a nice kind of feel to it. And of course, you know, it feels of napkin on the front, so that's all really lovely. Now, what are we going to decorate it up with? Let's have a look and see what I've got here laying around. Okay, I've got, just wondering whether I could have this bakery sign on there. Let's have a look. Let's cut this down. Now this has been printed on, I think this was 250 GSM, or it could have even been 300. It's very, very thick. I mean, this is definitely kind of card rather than paper. So I might decide not to use it because it might be that it's going to spoil the squishy feel of the envelope, if you know what I mean. But, you know, it might just enhance it and it might be okay. We'll just have a look and see. I mean, that is quite nice, isn't it? I've also got some flowers, which I'm not sure that they're the flowers that I was kind of, you know, picturing on here. Let me just have a sip of my tea. Right, let me ink all of this up. Just to make it all look a little bit older. I mean, that's a little bit on the small side, to be honest, on there, isn't it? It definitely would need more. Oops. Right, so that napkin hadn't been glued down there, so I'm just going to tear it off. And again, you know, I don't mind that. I like the fact that you can see some of the envelope underneath. Otherwise, you know, you kind of lose sight of what colour that envelope was. And I mean, I like those, you know, these brown sort of envelopes. I think they're really nice. And to be honest, I mean, I think they go with everything. You know, whatever project you're doing, I think the brown envelopes just look really awesome. It's not very often that I've kind of thought, oh, not the brown envelope. I would say hardly ever, to be honest. I think there has been 1 or 2 times, but yeah, I can't even remember what projects they would be or anything, because it's so rare that I think those brown envelopes don't go. Right, okay. So obviously I would probably not have this in the centre. I'd kind of have it off to the side, I think. So I'm just kind of trying that over there. I quite like it being quite colourless like that. That's quite nice. Maybe have kind of a label over there. I feel like this needs to be bigger. I'm just having a bit of a look around to see if I've got anything laying about that is bigger, you know, that would work on here, because doesn't feel like it is big enough, to be honest. Oh, that looks nice with that lace, doesn't it? Always just love having lace, you know. Anywhere that I can pop some lace down, it always looks good. Okay. Still not quite 100% about this bakery sign, because I think that is, you know, a bit too small. Even though it is quite big, it's not quite big enough. Not quite. I've got this postcard. I mean, that's a bit too big. Oh, we're stuck between the now not big enough, too big. No. These, no. Oops, got this one. I was quite enjoying the no colour, I've got to say. So I mean, I could, you know, incorporate some colour, but yeah, I was quite enjoying it being quite colourless, I think. So I would prefer not to add colour if I could help it. Got these. You know, just to kind of make that a bit more emphasised, so it's, you know, popped onto something. I don't know now. I know I say it all the time, but, you know, it just brings me back to that point. No matter how many billions of things we've got laying around, never have quite the right thing, do we? You know, we can have all the things that, you know, we find, but never got quite the right thing. Just literally having a kind of, you know, scout around the floor to see if there's anything like laying about that looks like it would be good. I've got some vintage ephemera here, which maybe I could incorporate some vintage ephemera. Let me just have a look. I've got a few kind of business cards, but they're quite thick. Got that. It's quite nice, but probably a little bit too yellowy. And maybe not really got enough going on, although that's quite nice actually. Yeah, that's quite nice. Well, please excuse my cold. I know I have said this recently, but you know, it's the tail end of a cold, and well, I hope it's the tail end. And there's no guarantee, obviously it might still be there, you know, in a few days, but I'm hoping it's the tail end because it's been here for ages now. But yeah, it sounds worse than I feel, touch wood, at the moment, although it is one of those colds that keeps, you know, coming and going. So sometimes kind of feel really rubbish again, but I'm hoping it's on its way out because it does feel like it's been there for quite a while now. And you know, they get on your nerves after a while, don't they, when they just linger around like that. Right, I'm quite liking that. So yeah, this is some vintage ephemera, and I'm just going to glue the not napkin, doily, no, lace. Just going to glue that lace down in place with the wet glue. Now, I'm not using the hot glue much as I normally would to, you know, to pop some glue down and think, some lace down. Sorry, I can't speak now. I'm not, because this is on just kind of paper thickness, and I don't want lumpy bumpy hot glue kind of through the paper. So yeah, let's just put that down like that. Okay, press that down like that. Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? Right, now I'm sure I had a brown envelope somewhere. Brown envelope? Brown stamp. Brown postage stamp. Which of course now I'm not going to be able to find it. Well, I mean, it is like looking for a needle in a haystack, it's got to be said, but... Oh, what have I done with that, I wonder? It was just literally here just this morning. Oh, I don't know. Who knows? Let's go for something else. Give up. Won't bother even looking. Let's just go for this. Okay. I think that's quite nice. Yeah, quite like it like that. So I'm just going to hot glue this down so it's a bit, you know, got a nice thick raised kind of effect. Like that. Then this piece I'm going to put over here. Now, do I want to make this gold around the edges? I feel like I'm killing the gold, you know, because I'm using it so much at the moment, but I'm really loving the gold. I don't know what it is, but it's just really calling me at the moment. Kind of can't get enough of it. And you go through phases like that in crafting, don't you, where you're kind of all about one particular thing. Yeah, so at the moment, for me, it's gold. To be honest, I always quite like a little bit of gold, actually. But yeah, like all these things, you kind of just forget to use them, don't you? But yes, I definitely like it. Now, loving how that looks. On the other side, I'm going to, I think, just put some, you know, vintage ephemera. Now, I'm wondering whether I should have some napkin on there as well. I have got, obviously, some, you know, some more of that napkin, so I could put some on the other side. I feel like we need something else here. Oh, let me have a think what else we could have on here. I'm thinking maybe a wax seal, although what colour, I'm not sure. Just bring in my wax pellets. Let's have a quick look through. Probably the golds. Yeah, I think probably them. Would look nice, wouldn't it? Okay, right, we're going to have those. Now, do we want some ribbon with that? Because I do love using the ribbon with the wax seals. Kind of my favourite way to use the wax seals, to be honest, is just, you know, incorporating that ribbon with them. I think they just look so pretty like that. Plus, it's a great way to use ribbon, and I do love ribbon. So, yeah, let's just have a look. Oh, yeah, let's do that. Right. So this ribbon, I'm just kind of putting it round. Now, obviously, I've done a tutorial making these before. I think we maybe even made these in a mass make. Hard to remember, but I think we maybe did. So, you know, you can track down the original video if you want to see this in slower time. Okay, and just do that. So we've got matching ends from here. Now, where shall I have this is the question. Let's have a quick look. Let me get my candle and my, you know, Ujimi. Oh, what do I call it? You know, this thing. The spoon. Yeah, get my spoon. So hold on 2 moments. Right, bring in my little stand thing. Now, where should I have this? Maybe here, I think, yeah. So I'm going to just glue this down. Oops. Oh gosh. Glue this down in place. So as I know where, you know, where I'm putting it. Okay, like that. Okay, right, let's light my candle. Okay. Oh gosh, need to get some more matches. Oh, come on. Actually, I did buy a lighter the other day, and I just haven't bought it up here yet. So yeah, I don't need to buy any more matches because I have bought a lighter specifically for this task. So I will keep that obviously up here, and hopefully always then have it handy, and won't have all this mucking about with the thingamajigglies, you know, the matches. Right, okay. So we'll wait for that to melt for a moment. Definitely love how this envelope looks. It's just gorgeous, isn't it? And I've just got a couple of metal corners. Oh, I haven't. These are those ones that I cut in half a few weeks back. Well, I guess we could do something like that. Have them, just half of them. Perhaps I need to cut that sharp bit off of here, because that just feels like it's a bit too pointy. Let's just get rid of that. Okay. Oh, I don't know now. Guess we could just have that little bit there, actually. That's quite nice, isn't it? Can't even see whether that's up the right way or not. Yeah, it was. Right, so just going to hot glue this down here on this edge. And just take my wipe, press that down. Okay. Just pick out any glue that's kind of seeping out of there. Okie dokie. Right. Oh, not much left now, is there, of that little one corner? It's not even one corner, it's just one half now. Right. Excuse me. Right, okay. Just going to check that I wouldn't want a bow anywhere. I mean, obviously we have got that ribbon. Not that it's a bow, but you know what I mean. Okay, oh, I think my candle's burnt out now. You know, like there wasn't much on there. So I think it's the, it's gone through to the bottom. Yeah. So, oh, back to the danger zone now, having to get another one. Oh. Just pull that up. Oh, right. Honestly, I must remember to bring that lighter up. Oh dear, that was nearly an accident, wasn't it? I burnt my finger there, sorry. To quickly blow that out. I should have lit that other match with it before blowing it out, but it's because they're really old matches. Yeah, I couldn't do that because it was already burning my finger. So it was like, oh, get off, get off. Right, okay. Yeah, I was just trying this bow because, yeah, it's probably not needed, you know, probably too much. I just thought I would have a look and see. But I might have it on the other side. So, right, that wax is nearly melted now. Now on the other side, like I say, I'm probably just going to put some vintage ephemera on there actually. So let me just pull in some. So let's see what I've got here laying around. Yeah, I mean, I've got kind of a couple of bits that possibly might do. Let's just see. And that's a bit grey, but let's just try that. Kind of thinking perhaps I should glue that flap up so as it doesn't keep, you know, sticking on things. So I might do that in a minute. Right, let's do that wax seal so as I can get that candle blown out, because I always feel like they're a bit hazard, you know, a bit of a hazard. Okay. Okie dokie, right, let me now just get that wax out of the spoon. And I just always just wipe that with like a really thick layer of wipe. So I've got it like really multiplied on there. I would never do that with like a, you know, single or just doubled over, because obviously this spoon's absolutely red hot. It would really burn your fingers. Okay, right. Always relieved when that goes out, to be honest. Because, you know, my desk is a bit of a hazard, to be fair. Okay. Oh my gosh, how gorgeous does that envelope look? Love how that looks. Right. So here on this side, yeah, I'm thinking kind of maybe glue this flap up here, just so as it doesn't keep kind of, you know, sticking down, if you know what I mean. So just gluing that like that, and then I'm just going to glue this here. So I might just ink this up first. Like that, okay. Just glue this down. Okay, whoops. So yeah, I'm just going to glue that down there. Okay, and just spread that glue a bit more. Yeah, I mean, I'm loving how this is looking, I must say. Now, I'm just, yeah, wondering, I'm going to put some more decoupage napkin on here. So, let me just see whether I've got any of that actual napkin. Yeah, no. I have got some more of that napkin, but that just seems like very wasteful to, you know, open a whole new bunch. So, instead, what I might do is just fill in a little space with some other napkins. So, just going to go in here. Okay. Oh, nearly had an accident there with the Mod Podge. I'll just go under here on that edge. Okay, mop that up. Tear that piece off. Oh dear. So that looks quite nice, doesn't it? And, oh, let me just see. That's so annoying that I haven't got any more of the napkin I was using. I mean, I have, obviously, but, you know, I don't want to pull out a whole new napkin. Let me just check whether I threw any, like, big bits away or whether they were all very tiny offcuts. Oh, they were. They were just all tiny offcuts, would you believe? Right. So let's just have a look with this piece. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. No, I've only got that first layer. Oh, come on. It hardly seems worth getting the sellotape out, does it, for this? Let me see whether I can just separate it a bit. Okay. Could maybe do that there. I know it's very pieced in, so it's a little bit bodgy, but it doesn't matter, you know. It's all going to look fine. You know, because once it's all finished, no one's really going to be inspecting, you know, what you've put where. So long as it all has a bit of a cohesive look in the end, that's, you know, good enough really. So yeah, I've got that piece on there. Now I'm just thinking I could then have maybe like this here. So this is just the other remainder of that vintage ephemera piece. And I can just have that then, you know, just going across there really. So again, just going to, actually let me move this out of the way, and I'm just going to ink this up. Oops, nearly inked it with my stamp, you know, wax sealer. Okay. And I'm thinking this might be the place to have that brown bow that I was trying to put on the other side. So yeah, kind of like, oh, how pretty does that look? I love how that looks. So yeah, let's just, whoops, glue this down. You know, maybe have a label or something on here as well. Who knows? I'm sure I haven't quite finished. I'm sure I'm going to squish some more stuff on here somewhere. Because you know me, enough is never enough. So more is more always. Okay, I'm going to put that down there. Actually, I might have it off to one side. Oh, I don't know now. I'm wondering whether I need to actually sort of stiffen this flap here. I'm not sure. Right, let's just get a label. It's not very black, to be honest, that label. It's a bit on the brown side. Let me just pull in a black one instead. Hold on. Oh, they're all quite brown. I must have used up all the black ones. I mean, it doesn't really matter, to be honest. So let me just quickly ink this up. And yeah, just quickly ink this one up. And then I'll just put this one down. Do we like the bow in the middle? I mean, the middle's always a bit strange, isn't it? You know, can look kind of good, but can look very strange. I think probably it's better over to the side. And you know what? I think actually what this does need is a little bit of script stamping. So let's just do some script stamp just around on those naked bits of envelope. So just going to put some here, you know, all the way along that flap, just so it's not so, well, so boring to look at really. Because, you know, you don't want boring, do you? So let's put that down there. You know, it's up to you, obviously, how much you wanted to add, but okay. And then I'm just going to put this here. Pop that bow down, I think, here. I'm not that keen on what's going on here. There's something weird about that middle bit now, but might just have to just leave it like that. So let's pop this down. Okay. Pop that there. And then just put this bow down. I'm just going to put this bow down here. Or I could have it even there. Oh, I wish that I could hear you guys and you could be telling me where to put it. Oh, I do prefer it here, weirdly enough. So although it's in the centre, it's kind of like off at an angle, which then doesn't make it look like I've tried to put it in the centre, if you know what I mean. You know, I guess it's a way of having it in the centre, but not looking too central. Okay, right, let me just quickly trim this off around the edges. Oh, I forgot that we've put that metal on there as well. So we've got lots of stuff going on this envelope now. It weighs a ton, actually. It's very weighty. Oh, how gorgeous is that? I love how that looks. Yummy, yummy. Right, okay, so that was abysmal because I've done literally one in half an hour. Right, let's just have a look. We might have to call it quits there and come back and do one or two of these another day because, yeah, I'm going to have to go in a moment. So, yeah, I think we might save the others for another day. But I hope that that one that we managed to achieve actually has inspired you a little bit. And, yeah, I will come back and we will do something with the other ones. And I've also got some other ideas, or another idea anyway, for those index cards on some envelopes. So I hope that I don't forget to do that. Always is a risk. So when I've said something that I'm going to then forget to do it. But anyway, I hope that you all have a really great day and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks then. Bye.